I have a stomach-churning story from the New York Times here that's really hard to digest. A 10-year-old girl was repeatedly raped by her stepfather, and who is now at least 20 weeks pregnant, may be forced to give birth because of India's restrictive abortion law. In a case that has become a glaring example of both impunity for rapists and a lack of women's reproductive rights in India, a court must decide whether the pregnant girl is entitled to an abortion. A medical board in the northern Indian state of Haryana said on Monday that the girl's life had not been endangered by the pregnancy, a necessary condition under the law for most abortions conducted after 20 weeks. India enacted that law in part to discourage the widespread termination of female fetuses in a part of the world where boys are preferred. In making its determination, the medical board said a court would have to determine whether the girl's case meets the legal threshold of exceptional circumstances to justify an abortion. So it's a question. They're saying it's a question as to whether or not a 10-year-old girl repeatedly raped by her stepfather who's pregnant, whether that's a, quote, exceptional circumstance. I'm pretty sure that is the very definition of an exceptional circumstance. A 10-year-old girl raped by her stepfather who's pregnant. If that's not an exceptional circumstance, what is? What is? This is absolutely crazy. And then think about the fact that because there's a board and they have to discuss it and decide. So she's already 20 weeks pregnant. You're fucking, let's wait until she's what? 25 weeks? How far along do you want to go before you say, okay, now we can do it? Oh, this is so bad. Oh, man. So I don't know. I don't have much else to say about this other than stop. Fucking yes, give her the necessary medical procedure, which would likely save her life. Some doctor looked at her, they're like, no, this isn't life-threatening. She's 10 years old and pregnant. That, of course, is life-threatening. Absolutely. Who are you kidding? What are you talking about? What kind of agenda does that guy have, that doctor? So, yes, give her the medical procedure that she needs. This should have never been a question, and lock up the son of a bitch who did it to her. This is crazy that there's a discussion as to whether or not it's an exceptional circumstance when a 10-year-old is repeatedly raped by her stepfather and she's pregnant and they don't know whether to give her an abortion. Face, meet, palm.